friends. I'm a little bit sick right now, hence the blanket and the slightly kind of coffee throat. But I had a little something I wanted to talk to you guys about. This is kind of a follow-up from the last vlog that I did, which I got a really great response with, and like, you guys, so much love to you guys. I don't really like talking about serious things on my channel so much, not because I don't think they're important, but more because I don't want to like upset people, and I don't want to come across as like a ranty, oh, you can see my top there, my da 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 da. I don't want to come across as like a ranty kind of person, or anything like that, and I don't want to upset anyone, so I tend to not really do that important topics that much, or discuss them in too much detail. Sometimes I save it for Twitter, sometimes I avoid it at all, because confrontation is a thing that scares me. But this was something which I kind of wanted to address a little bit. It was something that I noticed in my last vlog, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. So the response that I got was really, really good. I got so many really nice comments from you guys being like, oh, you know, I'm really sorry that happened to you, those guys are jerks, blah blah blah, don't listen to them, you're awesome, don't change the way that you dress, etc, etc. And you know, that was all great, so many positive comments, made me so happy, happy enough that I think I might talk about stuff just a little bit more on my channel. I'm not going to become one of those, you know, channels that always talks about everything that's serious, but I think it's important to address a lot of these issues, especially having like a following. I'm not saying that my following's big or anything, but having a following of some description, it's good to set an example, or at least kind of voice your thoughts to people, and it's not, you know, saying, this is how you must do it, this is how you must think, but I think it's important to address some of these issues. That being said, despite all the amazingly positive, that was not a voice that I've ever done before. Besides the amazing response that I got, there were like a couple of kind of throwaway comments, sometimes in the YouTube comments, sometimes on Twitter. I even got some DMs about it, of people, of guys, more specifically, saying that they were sorry. Like, not just like, oh, I'm sorry it happened to you, but like, I'm sorry, you know, I feel disgusted to even like be a guy, or like, I feel really bad because it gives it like a bad name, or something like that. And I was like, huh? I couldn't understand it. Like, I felt really bad at first, but then I kind of, like, I felt like it was my vlog that kind of triggered people to feel like that, which it did, I guess, but I realized it wasn't, like, a problem with me. It was, like, I don't know, just a problem that I think society has sometimes. You know, there were all these guys that were like, you know, I'm so sorry that, you know, those guys did that to you. I feel really bad to even be a guy. Guys suck. And I'm like, no, they don't. Guys don't suck. Like, please, please, please don't say that, don't think that. Like, that vlog was not meant to be an attack on guys. It wasn't meant to be, you know, oh, guys suck, guys are slime balls, they're gross. Like, these were, as far as I am concerned, I would have been the same if girls yelled at me. I would have felt worse if girls yelled at me, probably. Not really sure why, but yeah. Like, this wasn't focusing on guys suck, guys are horrible, guys are, you know, just treating women like sexual objects, and that's not right, and we should fix that. Which is kind of true, you know, that is something we should fix, but that's not the problem that I'm trying to get at here. The problem I'm trying to get at is, no matter what gender you are, no matter what gender is attacking you, assault of verbal or, you know, physical, emotional, any kind of assault like that is just not cool. And, you know, it's not like it's the fault of your gender. It's not men are horrible, men do all these assaulting things, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, there are more reports of men assaulting women, or men assaulting, you know, other men or whatever, but it doesn't mean that men are the problem here. And, you know, I just wanted to say, like, that was kind of part one. I just wanted to say, like, you know, guys, don't ever feel bad being a guy just because some other guys are doing something horrible. That's like saying, oh yeah, so, you know, this one American person killed a dog, that means all Americans are terrible. Oh my god, I'm American too, I feel awful, I should stay away from all dogs the rest of my life. Or like, oh my gosh, that one British politician is such a dickhead, which means that every single British person is a dickhead. Like, that's not what I'm, you know, trying to get at here. So yeah, that was kind of like part one of this rant. Like, don't, please, just let me, here, come in my blanket with me. Here, there's space for another one. Just come in, come on, just snuggle in with me. There, isn't that so much better? So yeah, basically, I don't know why I'm still holding this monkey. Go away, monkey. So that was kind of part one, just being like, no, don't feel bad about yourself. I'm not attacking a gender, I'm attacking everyone. And that kind of moves me into, I'm attacking everyone. That's not what I meant either. I'm really underslept and I'm really sick right now still, so just bear with me while I sort of flail about at you and talk about things. That kind of leads into my second part, not the flailing about and talking about things, but the, you know, not attacking a specific gender, but just generally everyone. I was actually talking to a couple of people about this over the past couple of days, just about, I don't know, like, it's gonna sound really vague, but like feminism and male rights and things like that. I'm not quite sure how to like begin this section. There was going to be a segue and it's gone from my mind, and I don't want to be unprofessional and flail over to look at like the plan I originally had in mind because I've just ignored it completely, but we'll just roll with it. So like, assault on women, bad, really bad, horrible, you know, so much assault happens in like this city alone, let alone like all over the world. It's awful, whether it's women on women, whether it's men on women, whether it's animals on women, I don't know, like whether, you know, no matter what, it's bad. But you know what's also bad? Assault on men. And I don't think we kind of focus on that or talk about it enough. I feel like, or at least this is my personal view, I feel like if I were to start ranting about how, you know, horrible some women are to men, then a lot of extremer feminists would get on my case and be like, what are you doing? Oh my god, women for the win, yeah. You know, men are lucky, they have all, you know, the pay they could want. Have you seen the pay difference? Women are, you know, their pay is so much worse. And I'm like, that's not what I'm getting at here. I'm not here talking about pay to you guys. I'm just talking about assault. Again, this can be physical, this can be emotional, this can be verbal, this can be, I don't know, mental, anything. Like, just assault in general. Basically, unwanted attention of any form. And, like, I don't know, I think it's something important that we do need to discuss and we do need to identify with, because I'm always very reluctant to call myself a feminist, and it's not because, oh, feminism's got such a bad stigma, I don't want to associate myself with that. It's just like the word feminist is very female, women, femme, you know? And like, I'm pro-women, but I'm also pro-men. I'm just like, woohoo, humans, they're pretty cool people. So I don't know, I want to say I'm an equalist, but for those of you who have watched Legend of Korra, you know that that's not a good thing, but you know what I'm getting at. I'm a humanist, I'm a personist, a personist. That sounds like pessimist, I don't want to say that. I'm someone who just wants everybody to be happy, you know, like, can we just chill and love each other, guys? Because a thing that I've noticed is that when women are assaulted, it's taken, like, you know, really seriously, but when men are assaulted, it's really not taken seriously, and that's a stigma that really scares me, like, on behalf of all of, like, the male figures in my life that I care about. Like, that's not cool, man. Like, just as an example, and again, I've been talking to people about this and things like that, if there was, okay, so, let me set the scene, let me do a bit of, a little bit of role-playing here. You know, you're a girl, you come up to a guy in a bar, you know, you're all like, you know, girls' night out, something like that, and you come up to him and you're kind of joking with your girls, and you're like, if I wasn't a married woman, I'd have me a piece of that. Oh, go on, flex, come on, flex for us. So, you know, that's quite the package you have there. Oh, hey, good looking, what time do you get off? Because I want to get off too, if you know what I mean. Okay, that one was really bad, that last one was terrible, but you get the idea. Like, generally those kind of things, like, if you were to go up to a guy and be like, oh yeah, get your, you know, ding-along, that's not the word I was intending to say, but that's what came out. If you're like, oh, you know, flex, come on, take off your shirt, things like that, it's all fun, right? It's all jokes, ha 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 ha, hot guy in front of you, guy you think is cute, you want to take off your shirt, haha, it's funny. And then you get to a guy saying it to a girl. Hey, why don't you just, you know, show us a bit of your, you know, your cleavage there? No, yeah, no, go on, just a little bit, go on, just give us a sneak preview. If I wasn't a married man, whew, oh boy, you and me, darling. Hey, what time do you get off work, darling? Because I want a little piece of you, if you know what I mean. You know, and it just sort of like, I don't know, it's such double standards when people are like, oh, it's just a joke when it's girls saying it to guys, but then when it's guys saying it to girls, it's immediately, like, the creepiest thing ever. And, like, yeah, it's creepy, it's horrible to get that kind of attention, but you know what, it's horrible for guys to get that kind of attention too. It's horrible for anyone to get attention, which makes them feel uncomfortable and makes them feel scared. And, like, especially if you get it, like, endlessly, like, it just really, really wears you down. And I think it's something that we should really just have a bit of appreciation for, where, like, sometimes it can be a joke, sometimes it can be banter, you know, like me and my friends, I'm quite a big-chested girl, I know I am, you know, with non-proportion with the height, you know, with the whole, yeah, and, like, my friends and I joke about it sometimes, and that's cool, like, male or female, I don't care, friends and I joke about it, that's fine, but, like, you know, if a guy went up to me and was like, oh my god, talking about my, you know, boobs or whatever, like, that is, you know, not cool. And sometimes it can be a joke and that's fine. I'm not saying everything is super serious and you have to, anytime someone makes any comment about any human anatomy, then you have to immediately slap them and run away. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that regardless of gender, regardless of age, regardless of, you know, race or religion, you know, comments are gonna hurt, and I think regardless of who you are, it shouldn't be any more or any less of a joke. And I'm probably gonna be, like, annoying quite a lot of people here with this, because it's all very male-accentuated this time instead of female-accentuated, and, like, there is so much, like, I know it's still really bad in the world, all that happens, like, as I said, like, a week ago, it happened to me, it was evidence that it's still going on. But, you know, a lot of female rights and things like that are focused on so heavily, and I feel like we've kind of lost a bit of the male rights and, like, fairness along the way a little bit. Again, just a bit of, like, food for thought, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was going somewhere with this vlog, and I think I kind of lost it a little bit. Basically, what I wanted to say is that it just annoys me when people are two-faced, when, you know, especially when women are like, you know, women's rights and treat women fairly, and then they treat men like scum. And it's like, why, what is going through your mind right now? So yeah, I would say, you guys, keep being awesome. You guys were all posting lovely comments. I didn't see any bad comments with you guys being like, you know, oh, women deserve it, or, oh yeah, all men must burn, or something like that. I don't know why I did that, but I don't know why you have this voice here, but you know what I mean, mate. You know, all of you guys always so supportive and so loving, and I'm really glad to surround myself with such an amazing, amazing community. But yeah, this is something I wanted to get off my chest. Haha, jokes, banter, fun, yeah. This is just thoughts that I wanted to get out, and I'm hoping that it at least made some coherent sort of sense. And, you know, I'm hoping if it made some sort of sense that you can kind of, you know, spread the word, and people who maybe do kind of treat male feelings as jokes, maybe they'll think twice before doing it. And ditto to women, of course, always ditto to women. Keep it fresh, or something. Yeah, breath, keep it fresh, brush your teeth, it's important for you. I'm gonna go wrap myself up in this blanket of shame and fall back asleep because I am sick. Have a good night, all. Goodbye.